Good morning, everybody, and it's actually quite hard to do a war game against yourself, and this is Operation Red Duck. It went in this morning at 0300 hours, so this is slightly after the fact, but this is the Digital Combat Board, or DCB, from the main Malagasy Armed Forces command post. This is the budget version. It is a radar map. And as you can see, we have already en route a wave of 2 super angry butterfly attack drones, 30 in each wave, 10 smaller waves of 3, and each wave is followed by a roving Cyclops, which will be determining the success of the mission. So these are already en route. We're going up to H-hour at 0300. And the Marmatians are about to get a nasty surprise. I'll be using blue tracks for friendly Malagasy forces and red tracks for the Marmatian response. The J-10s have also launched along with the other assets, and they are making their way towards the target. The focus of this video will be Air Raid Orange. So Air Raid Orange is underway. Now, as the J-10Cs are going along the coast, low level, along the Orland coast, they are quite well masked from Marmatian radar. The super angry butterflies have, however, been detected by the Marmatian Big Bird air defence radar, which is good, because what that has done is that has revealed the location of the Big Bird radar to the Malagasy electronic warfare systems. The Marmatians have scrambled Su-35s towards the attacking waves. They've scrambled 2 sets of 4, and they've also put their MiG-29s into the air. So we have MiG-29s here, and we have Su-35s times 4 en route. Now, the super angry butterfly wave 1 has now come into the range of an S-300 system, which is good because the Marmatians are launching their S-300s, and that has given the Malagasy electronic warfare operators the location of the first S-300 launch site, and most importantly the Tombstone engagement radar. Now it's time for the rules to be enacted, so we're using the rules of defence. Aircraft or drones entering the range of integrated air defence will face a defensive role. So here we go. 1 dice does plenty. 3. The SAM system is ineffective. The super angry butterflies are wave 1 is now going to target this S-300 system. Going to target the Tombstone radar first. Rules for offence. 6 fully destroyed, 4-5 partial success. The SAM system gets 1 more roll. 1 to 3 mission fail. 1 dice does plenty. 2. Oh, the super angry butterflies have crashed and burned. They haven't hit their target. Oh dear. That's okay because there's another wave coming in. Now, wave 2 is going to be picked up by the Su-35s. Again, using the rules for defence, the 4 Su-35s are firing their R-27 missiles at the super angry butterfly wave 2. 3. It's ineffective. The super angry butterflies can continue their mission. The Su-35s have now got to use their within visual range missiles as part of the next wave. So the super angry butterflies are going to be targeting the engagement radar, the Tombstone radar again. Let's see whether they are any more successful. This could go on for hours. 6! SAM system fully destroyed, cannot further roll. The second wave of super angry butterflies has eliminated an S-300 system. Good result there for the Malagasy forces. The Su-35s are now closing in to target wave number 3. They're going to be using their R-73 missiles, and they're going to be using their cannons to try and destroy Super Angry Butterfly Raid 3. Again, rules for defence. Let's see if it works. 5. Raid badly damaged. Now, if the raid is badly damaged, then it still gets one more roll. So it will have to fly further now because Raid 2 has destroyed that SAM battery. So it's still in the air. The Marmatians now, their first Su-35 wave is out of missiles. It will return to base. The second Marmatian Su-35 raid wave is directed away from incoming Super Angry Butterfly Raid 2. The Marmatians now launch their remaining Su-35 interceptors. 4 more. Super Angry Butterfly, the survivors, are now heading towards the Big Bird radar. They have some distance to travel and they travel slowly. The Marmatians direct their MiG-29s to intercept the Super Angry Butterflies. Let's see how they do with their R-27 missiles and their R-77 missiles. Raid destroyed. The remaining Super Angry Butterflies have been shot down by the MiG-29s. The next part of the orange wave is now inbound. The first part will divert now to attack the Big Bird radar. Second one proceeds forwards. The third one proceeds forwards. The J-10s are moving up the coast. They're turning inland and they'll be launching their weapons soon. The Marmatians now have a choice. They need to engage this wave and they need to engage this wave of J-10s. What are they going to do? They're going to turn these Su-35s against the J-10s, which could be suicidal because they're down to within visual range weapons now. The J-10s are going to open fire at long range against the Su-35s. The J-10s have overmatch. They're using PL-15 missiles. They have overmatch against the Su-35s using R-77 and Su-27 missiles. Let's see what happens. 5. Kill. The Su-35s have been shot out of the sky by the J-10s. Another good result for the Malagasy armed forces. This wave of Super Angry Butterflies has now proceeded towards the Big Bird radar. Will it be effective? Let's see. 1 dice does plenty. 1. Utterly ineffective. The Super Angry Butterflies have had a wobbly. What's still in the air? Well, the MiG-29s is still in the air. They are going to be using their within visual range missiles against this wave. Let's see how successful they are. Not very successful. The MiG-29s are now out of missiles. They are returning to base. Marmatian launches its MiG-23s. They're down to their last resources now. They launch all 8 of the MiG-23s. These Su-35s are now returning to base to rearm. The next wave of super angry butterflies is heading towards the airport air defences. The Marmatians activate their second Big Bird radar. They activate their second S-300 battery and Tombstone engagement radar. The super angry butterflies will go after the engagement radar first. Let's see how wave 1 does. 3. Ineffective. Rubbish. Down. The next wave, the last wave of super angry butterflies, is incoming. The MiG-23s now have a real challenge. They can attack the J-10s, or they can go after this final wave of super angry butterflies. They decide to go after the final wave of super angry butterflies and turn towards it, firing their R-24 missiles. 6. Destroyed. That wave of super angry butterflies has been destroyed. But the J-10s are now in the position to launch their standoff missiles at the Big Bird radar. They're using the KH-31 PD anti-radiation missile. 1. Ineffective. The Big Bird survives. Now, the MiG-23s have to fight the J-10s, but they're down to within visual range missiles. The Marmatians can use their S-35s, which they direct towards the J-10s. At this point, the Malagasy Armed Forces push the Gripen Combat Air Patrol, 4 Gripens with Meteor missiles and Iris-T missiles. They push them forward. The Marmatians are now in a bit of a trap. However, they decide to fire their beyond visual range missiles at the J-10s. Let's see how they do. They don't have overmatch. They have to get a 6 to kill the J-10s. 5. They forced the J-10s. They've damaged a couple and forced the J-10s to withdraw. The J-10s are now returning to Malagasy airspace. The cap has now got in range of the Su-35s. It's Su-35s within visual range missiles only against the cap of 4 Gripens. The Gripens have overmatch. They've got the Meteor missile. It outranges the Su-35 R-77 by quite a long way. 5. Using the theory of overmatch, it's a kill. The Su-35s that have been vectored in are destroyed. The orange portion of the raid has been a success for the Malagasy Armed Forces. The only surviving assets from the Marmatians are 1 Big Bird radar here, which is now plotted by electronic systems, 1 Big Bird radar here, and the S-300 battery, which has now betrayed its position. Orange Wave has been successful. The super angry butterflies have attrited the Marmatian air defences. The Marmatians have spent most of their fighter force. They've got the MiG-23s in the air. They've lost a load of Su-35s. They're not doing too good. They've lost their S-300 battery here. And grey raid is still to go in, and purple is still en route. The roving Cyclops drones have plotted where the super angry butterflies were shot down. They've used their electronic and EO IR sensors. They know where the Big Bird is. They know where this Big Bird is. They know the makeup of the Marmatian air defences. The MiG-29s are returning to rearm. There's still 4 Su-35s which can launch. However, the Marmatians are in a pretty poor state. Stay tuned for the next episode. Grey Wave.